Video journal entry. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to start calling these things. Today we're doing a little bit of list building. I'm going to create a Destiny wish list. I'm not calling it Destiny 1 or Destiny 2. It is going to be the main game. That's the game we're going to be playing. It's going to be evolving. The developers have already said that they don't want to make a Destiny 3. They're just going to keep taking and adding things to Destiny and have it be a living game, which is, I love that. That's a fantastic option. Um, it does get a bit expensive later on down the line, but yeah, whatever. I can pick and choose what I want to buy and sell. Well, I mean, not sell. Obviously, I can't sell. I always say buy and sell because that's a thing. Any case, anyway, so my top three right now that I have on my list is Friendly Fire as a skull uh, for any activity. So it's like when you're doing like a Nightfall, you have Friendly Fire, and the way Friendly Fire would work in the game is that um, in PvP, you would give points to the enemy team by, accidentally killing your own team members or deliberately killing your own team members. In the patrol areas, there would be certain areas that would be open to friendly fire. So you can get a practice and get used to it. Because it would be a major paradigm shift in the way you play your characters. Because there's been a lot of times where people will be like, I'm gonna distract this opponent, you call down a Nova Bomb. And I've done that tactic numerous times in Crucible. Whether I was in a rando team or I was actually with a fire team, you know, um, it would be pretty obvious that I was doing everything I could to distract and hold that opponent in that place so that they could get fireballed. Um, it's done quite often at Skull. Basically, it would be like in PvP, it would just straight up give points to your enemy. In other words, somebody is deliberately griefing other players by blowing them up, then obviously they could be suspended from that activity with a warning. Friendly fire hurts us all. Just a thing in there. And of course, it could be something that'd be votable. I think friendly fire in patrol zones would be the best place to introduce it. And they just have an entire area that says, "Warning: you have entered a friendly fire, a friendly fire area." So you could say for instance, like in the Trosslands, you could have like Firebase Hades be a friendly fire zone. Once you get in range with Firebase Hades, you could basically blow each other up on the map without actually being in Crucible, and there would be no penalties to do so. But it'd just be a way for you to practice. What's the effect of my weapons versus other Guardians before I take it into Crucible, before I commit to that ranking hit, because that's what a lot of times people get really precious about is their efficiency rating. That ranking is everything for them. So and it leads to cheating. It does. Nobody wants to risk their reputation without a certain win. Like I said, nobody cares about a balanced fight. No one's going to want to fight anybody with a 50-50 chance of winning. They're going to fight an opponent that they know they can take down. That's the efficiency of fighting. And so, again, I think friendly fire would be a way to um, dissuade people from cheating. That's pretty much one of the reasons. The other thing I want to put in here is more shared as a fire team kind of bounties, like Trials has. And that's just straightforward. As a fire team, get 15 to 20 grenade kills, and they can be through all activities. I want more generic bounties too. Bounties you could pick up from a bounty master that could be earned in Vanguard operations, Gambit matches, and Crucible matches. Bounties that could also be earned in lost sectors of heroic or higher. Get heroic levels of sectors, not just like legendary or normal. Um, more generalized bounties from a bounty master, and I think they used to do that in Destiny 1. Um, but that's gone away. But anyway, shared bounties and more universal bounties from a single bounty master, not just from vendors, because bounties don't do anything for the vendor reputation. They provide you with experience points and sometimes glimmer materials, uh, but they don't really do much else. And then, of course, a quest is a quest that's given from your vendor saying, "Hey, you want this weapon? I need you to take care of these tasks." That's different. That goes on your quest bar. It's pretty easy. The character's already organized for it anyway. Then the next thing that kind of ties into generalized bounties in friendly fire would be firewalled vanguard operations. So you can go in and solo the basic vanguard operations, and they still count. In other words, if I want to just go ahead and load into the Vanguard Ops playlist, I could pick a firewalled version like they used to do for the Haunted Forest during the Festival of the Lost. And you can play these strikes solo, which would eventually give them to be like a heroic version almost. But the activity in here would count towards your Vanguard reputation, but you're doing it solo. You don't get any extra thing. You don't get any extra bonuses or anything like that. You just get to be able to play at a more challenging level of your design. So, give me a second. Those are my top three wants on the wish list that I have. Um, there are other things like bring back sparrow racing, give us something more to do with our jump ships other than just give them pretty shaders. Yes, I was right. It's before the reset, so I've got 30 minutes to get a couple of matches in. And I'm going to be doing that right now, so I'm going to shut up and you guys can sit back. This is pretty much the extent of the video I wanted to drop. Sorry for the audio quality. I don't feel like wearing my headset because I've got a bit of a head cold going on, as you can probably hear. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by. Let me know what your thoughts on the three things that I listed, and how would you implement them in the game. And yeah, that's going to do it for now. I'm going to shut up now and go play some games.
Welcome to the Trials of Osiris. Gargoyles, you will pick up fallen friends and put down smug opponents. Your team tore through them like wild animals. The ground is yours. Your team is in the lead, Guardian. Do not relent.
Watch the back alleys.
You have flattened your enemy. Very good. Your ally is back in the fight. Turn this lead into a victory, Guardian. Nothing can stop you. 1 minute left, my friend. Opponent revived. Only one ally is left. It is in their hands now. This round is theirs. You can win the next. Let us see what you can do with a lead like this. Only one enemy is left. 1 minute left, my friend. Impressive victory. You never disappoint. You're in the league. Let your opponents chase you all they want. It is just you now. Fight until you have nothing left. 1 minute left, my friend. Your opponent took the round. Takes the next.
I'm switching to Wither Horde.
You are in the lead. I am not surprised. Left. Only one enemy is left. Impressive victory. You never disappoint. They are getting tired. Finish them.
Copy that.